Man. Looks like I need to rip the whole, and you have to get a new bracket because they broke the whole thing off.
What's it say right there on the number? The one that one of my pieces are.
10 minutes till bed, guys. How we doing? Who's got the most properties here?
Me.
Kyle looks a bit defeated.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of got by me. We tried to use 2 pieces because we didn't get the house.
Playing Monopoly, guys, before we go to bed tonight. Hell yeah. Heck of a parade last night. Good times. It's still really cold outside. Listen to some gospel Christian Christmas music, and Cash just said, hey, I want to play Monopoly. What properties you got, Cash?
State James Place, North Carolina Avenue, Warman Avenue, Electric Company, Kentucky Avenue, Illinois Avenue, Marvin Gardens, and whatever that says. Avenue.
And what does Colin have? Connecticut?
Atlantic Avenue, Virginia Avenue, and Charles Place.
There we go. We got 3, Colin. Doing good against the banker Cash.
Railroad.
Also has a railroad. The smart man Cash is taking on a DJ Colin.
You know, he actually got a community chest card that made him go to jail for blasting music too loud.
Sounds about right.
But he had to get out of jail card, so.
There you go.
He got out of jail.
There you go.
And now he's I escaped.
Nice job. All right. Let's get back to school tomorrow. Get back to work. Hello. I like your ranger outfit yesterday. Yes. Oh, geez. Oh, my goodness. He's stuck in there. I see you, Teeks. I see you, Teeks. I'll come give you hugs. So Cash's teacher doesn't have one of these. We got one for Cason's teacher last year, and Cason is the same teacher. So kind of carried over to this year. T-Dubs is on the mend, but not quite there. Oxalogs are flying. What in the world? He's in there. I see you, Teeks. I see you, buddy. Okay. Okay, big boy. We got some lint on you. Back to your perch. Watching the house. Okay. Good morning. I know. Gotta get to work. Kept tripping the breaker out here on this side, and also this same breaker ties into the back. It's actually getting lighter earlier. It ended up being one of the extension cords was not for outdoor use, obviously, I guess, and it had water in it. So changed that out, which is right there. And then it started working real good. Gonna take the truck. One of T-Dub's tires is kind of iffy. So I'm leaving her the minivan when I go to work, but that means I gotta take this thing because I got 2 new tires coming today, but don't know what time they're gonna be there. So let's get this thing fired up. Gotta turn on the other battery for the stereo. Oh yeah. Well, now one of my rings went out, but they're already sending me a new one because it was already kind of half off when I turned it on. So they were like, hey, we'll get you a new one going. So that was nice of them. What a trickster. Will you remember me in 7 seconds?
Yes.
Okay.
Knock, knock.
Knock, knock. I thought you were supposed to remember me. All right, 2 days in a row getting dropped off with the monster truck. That's pretty sweet. We'll wait to get to the front. What do you think?
Yeah.
All right.
We are kind of sideways.
Yeah, and then yeah, I gotta get to work right now. T-Dubs get some new tires. How you doing, buddy? Alrighty. Let's go, guys. Be awesome, be kind. Love ya.
Love you.
Alright, let's go, guys. There we go. Off to school. We are off to work. That big old beautiful golden sun is just peeking up through the trees. That's awesome. Gorgeous morning. Love this song. 35 degrees out here. Woo! It is cold, but hey, it's beautiful. Let's get this big girl going. Yeah. Don't like leaving the monster truck over here, but I mean, got a couple neighbors watching out for it, but still. It's a monster truck. Needs to be back home. Yeah, it's a lineup. I like it. Maybe keep that one. Maybe sell it. I don't know. But that one Maybe I'll run that one. I need to put the lights in the bottom too, but I have to make sure they're perfectly straight because I got to drill them. She's warming up. She's already warm. Let's get up to Traveler's Rest, which is kind of right by Furman University. The Paladins, quite the mascot. Do you guys see that little light blue gem over there on the right? Oh yes. Man, those cars were fun. Little CRX. Those are fun cars. Little two-seaters. My brother had one of those with two 15-inch Solo Barrett kickers behind the seat. Oh yeah, it's a good time. It was red. Pretty car. Fun car. Yeah, those things are super fun. I drove one of those from LA, see my mom, back to San Francisco. I really just became a driver. My dad just got my brother that car, and he was sleeping, and I drove it, and I got pulled over going like 90 in it. So I was like, yeah, I might not speed anymore. But yeah, the cop's like, why are you going so fast? Well, I don't know, I was trying to get home. My brother wakes up, I was like, what the heck? So yeah, it was my first, he didn't give me a bad ticket though, he gave me like 5 over. It was really nice of him, so appreciate you, officer, on a 16-year-old that was trying to get home to his dad from his mom's house. Here we go though, we're going up to Furman, 36 degrees. I got the little ice symbol on my dash. It's good times. This guy with the step deck's pulling something. Oh, it's like a big roller. Make the earth, compact the earth. And then from there, we'll see for Thursday. I don't know if I'll probably try to get a Friday down for a long floor if we come, but yesterday was kind of weak. Nobody was moving on to stuff, but it was still on the board. So hopefully that stuff just keeps carrying over until the broker needs to move it. We can get these contracts redone first of the year. Because every quarter the contracts pretty much, rarely do shippers do like year contracts, pretty much quarterly, or maybe biannually or bi-yearly, yeah, biannually. But usually it's quarterly. They can try and say, hey, I'm going to test the market, get a better rate, or have to raise rates a little bit, because stuff out here is raised for us significantly over and over every year, every month. But it seems like the rates have not caught up. Just like every job out there, everything costs more, but we're not getting paid more. It's crazy. But then CEOs are getting like $6 million bonuses, and they're like, what is going on? Should we be spreading that out towards the people? And I didn't know this. Let me know if this is a true fact, or look it up on your own. But way back in the day, Ford tried to like make more of a profit sharing for the employees and the customers. Not profit share for the customers, but like give back a better deal. And Dodge sued them and said, no, the profit, shareholders is the best interest of the company. You have to do as much as you can to make money for the company, the shareholders. I'm like, so Ford makes you want to buy Ford, is what I'm saying. Even though I own Dodges, I love Hellcat. My Hellcat I had. I love all the old Dodges and stuff, but yeah, the original founders of Dodge Brothers, like back in the 20s, I believe, they sued Ford because Ford was trying to give more of a profit share to the employees and stuff. Kind of crazy if that's true, but I've seen a couple articles saying it was, but I don't know. You never know. You never know what you read. I wasn't there in 1920, you know. But if that's true, that's dang it, Dodge. What the heck? Well, there goes a Jeep right there, made by the. So Stellantis is now the company that owns like Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler stuff, all that. But back in the day, it was Dodge Brothers. Oh yeah. Little information. That's the kind of stuff I like to watch. I watch like documentaries on stuff like that just to learn. Back in the day, like Henry Ford was a pretty dang good guy, I guess, from what I've heard. And like Richmond Hill, just south of Savannah, that's where his tire plant was. He has like his own, making his own tires and stuff. It was crazy. All this history you never knew. So there's a lot of Henry Ford stuff, like even at Welcome Center when you're coming into Georgia, it's a lot of Henry Ford. There's an old Model A or Model T in there. I don't know what model it is. But yes, it is cold. I got my heater running, and we're cruising. Gonna probably need a little more fuel. I don't know. My tank is like doing the whole crazy wig out thing. I know I have enough fuel, so whenever you put fuel, you pretty much take the gallons and multiply by 6. Even though I'm getting like 6.7 miles per gallon right now, just do a good solid 6, just to be safe. And so I put about 105 gallons in last time. So I have like 600 miles. And I only drove to Atlanta and back, which is about 150 miles, 160, depending on what part of Atlanta. So I still got plenty of miles left, and I already had fuel in my truck before I fueled up, but kind of keep track of it like that, especially when your fuel gauges are tripping out like mine have. Even though I replaced my sending units, which is the thing that actually sends it, and I checked the connection from where I plugged them in, and they're clean, so I don't know what's going on, but sometimes even my oil temp gauge has done it before, and also my water temp gauge, my fuel filter gauge, these gauges in these trucks are like digital and they're LED lit from the back, and sometimes the light just goes out when the gauge stops working, then it'll come back on. It's just a little a computer thing or interface or glitch, I don't know. I like the old analogs, but these ones are nice to have, but sometimes they trip out, especially my fuel gauges. But I think they must both be on the same ground wire or something's loose somewhere, because when they go out, they both do it. Not just one, it's not just right side or left side, it's both. Oh yeah, good times, electronics, technology. And that's why the newer trucks, the newer and newer they get, the more and more stuff they put in. I'm like, even like an old Detroit, they have ECM problems just from all the vibration, all the old hot and cold over the years. A lot of those Detroits will have like a no start problem, and it's always pretty much there's an old C 350Z with some. Oh, I lost the tire, completely lost it off the tread. Dang it, that's what I'm worried about. T-Dub's car, it has a little slit in that Escalade front left tire. I don't know if we hit something or she hit something or I hit something or what happened when the tire is just getting older, but it has good tread on it. But I'm just going to put 2 brand new ones on the front because that's the baby mover. I want T-Dubs to be safe, especially if we're 600 miles away. All that stuff, you know. But hey, we're cruising good on 385. We're going to go over 85 right now. And all we're doing is going up here to Traveler's Rest, which is kind of the base end of the upstate of South Carolina. If I go a little bit further up, I'm in North Carolina, going towards Asheville. But we're not going to Asheville, we're going off to the right towards Charlotte, but kind of like Hickory, towards Lake Norman area where I've met T-Dubs, that kind of stuff. If you know that story, you know that story. I'll tell it again sometime when I drive by, but I haven't been over to Charlotte in a while. Charlotte doesn't really have a lot of stuff coming back. Got some decent stuff going there sometimes, but coming back over this way, not really. But Atlanta always pretty much has a couple loads coming back towards here where I live. So, but yeah, we'll see if those loads are still on the board from yesterday, and we'll just watch out for the nefarious brokers. There's a couple of them out there. We're trying to get rid of them, trying to get the honest people back in the world. And I'm just grateful for the C.H. Robinson broker that gave me this load, because he's just a great buddy. He's on the customer side. He's on the not the sales side, not a agent as they call them, the younger guys that are just not the best to deal with sometimes, salesmen. But if you can find a couple of these customer side guys that are just, of course he watched the channel. A lot of you guys watch the channel, you kind of feel like you know me or stuff, even though we've never met, which I understand because I put my life out there. I mean, my family's out there, my kids. It helps us progress in life, and it gives us a little bit of monetary help, so that's awesome. But you guys, a lot of people feel like you guys know us because, yeah, we put out our daily, you know. We went to a parade with you guys yesterday, so I appreciate that. But he kind of feels the same. He's like, yeah, I never met you. He's up in Massachusetts, but he's like, got his own family going, and just gets to see what we deal with out here. And so when he's actually booking this load and working with the customer to get a rate that's going to satisfy him and C.H. Robinson and enough for the carrier and myself, then it's awesome. I guess he gets to see it on my side now of his load actually getting picked up too. So he likes it when I pick up his loads, I think, because he can see his customer sometimes in real time instead of just talking to him on the phone or emailing. All right, little congestion up here. We're going to take the next exit, not this one, so we'll slow it down. And we're getting off on Pleasantburg. That's new right there to the right. I probably guarantee that's going to be some medical thing. It's crazy. All the newest, nicest, hugest buildings that are being built, like the one back over there too, they're all medical. That's where the money's at. They're charging the heck out of people to stay alive, which I guess that's the number one thing in life, right? We want to stay alive. We want to enjoy our family, enjoy our time as much as we can. But man, I see the medical facilities going up. They got some money they put into those things. Oh yeah, there's another one going up back there. Caught the green light off the ramp. It looks like we're catching another one right here behind the Chicken Heaven limo. Chicken Heaven limo. There's a processing place up here. When we go straight up to where we're going, there's a right turn you make, and there's a plant in there. When I used to Uber drive around this area, I took some people to work there. They did not smell the best from their clothing that they had on under the clothing that they wore when they were processing. So, yep, Chicken Heaven limo is on its way to Chicken Heaven land. Oh man, chicken nuggets coming up. That has got to be a cold final ride right there also, because that's all open cages right there. Oof, chilly. Those feathers are cold. We can make the light. Stopped at Old Spink's, got a steak, egg, and cheese biscuit. Oh yeah. little something yummy in my tummy. Let's get going. There's one of the small, little small ones that has a tiny pull through and like 4 spots for parking. Never mind, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spots, but remember what I was talking about yesterday? Watch that video. Some of the worst places to park are truck stops. This is why. This guy probably doesn't even know this happened. Ridiculous. Unless he was backing up and did that himself, I guarantee somebody here pulled out and bam, took that thing out. That sucks. The curtains are pulled. Maybe he's sleeping in there. I don't know. Men in Christ trucking. I pray that, man, looks like I need to rip the whole, and you have to get a new bracket because they broke the whole thing off. Looks like that's aluminum. That sucks, man. I'm sorry. But yeah. Small little double two fuel island. It's really hard to back into here. I mean, you got no room unless you got a day cab. So, yeah, let's get going. Checked our fuel tanks. We're like almost half full on both of them, and our gauges are kind of freaking out. So, yeah, good old gauges. No overnight truck parking, but a lot. They let you park here. Got the train rolling down there too. Double stacked. Okay, let's get up to Travelers Rest. We got about 15 more miles. And eat our sandwich. Now this right here is one of those turns where I put my trailer in the right and then I veer off to the left, because if somebody undercuts you right here, you're gonna take them out. I got a Volkswagen kind of riding me from behind. Please don't cut inside. Are you gonna cut inside? Please don't, please don't, please don't, please don't. Good, they stayed, all right. They saw what was happening. Now I get out of their way. They can be on their way, and so can I. And I looked it up last night. We're just going right past Furman on the right. Never been here before. I picked up a Travelers Rest a couple times, but not this one. It's a heavy load, but it's only going like 40 miles. We'll get it over there. Appreciate you, C.H. Robinson, buddy. Okay, there's that Volkswagen right there. Thank you for not chiming under me. Appreciate it. Woo, bumpy, bumpy. That's the entrance to Furman right there. It kind of wraps around and goes under. Highly recommend. I don't recommend ever taking a truck in there because it's a low. I don't even know if it's 13.6 or not, which is the minimum got to be to get these trucks through, but pretty sure it's not. Either way, it's a beautiful campus. You get in there and go to the right. There's like a little walking path around kind of a rectangle lake with a clock tower, and there's like a little botanical garden you can walk through. It's extremely pretty. So when I used to Uber drive, of course, this would be a heavily populated place for Ubering sometimes. If I was waiting for a ride or somebody said, help me out in 10 minutes, I went over there, like, checked it out, walked through it. It was gorgeous. So, yeah. We're 1 mile to the right, exiting. There's the campus housing right there to the left. They're like pretty hard. You can get lost in there. It's like what building you're in, A, B, C, left, right, whatever. But they divide the area up in like junior, seniors is the bigger housing right here to the left. And then there's like dorms for the freshman, sophomore to the other side, the left when you come in the entrance. So, real pretty campus. So I highly recommend checking that out in the fall or the spring. Oh yeah. Okay, Ford Road, Row Ford. Speaking of Henry Ford, we're getting off on Row Ford Road right here on the right, and then we kind of like frontage road it, and it's on the right side. Yeah, the road we were just on is right there to the left. So we're just frontage roading it for another mile. It should be on the right, kind of hidden back here in the woods. Harris Mountain is right here to the right. It's not really a mountain, but kind of. But there's some people that have a nice western-facing exposure with beautiful sunsets up there. Really tight quarters up there, too. I do not recommend taking your truck up there at all. But I used to Uber people up there, too, and I was like, whoa, this is a beautiful view. Okay. 900 feet, take a right, here we go. Yeah, I've probably driven past this a bunch of times, never noticed it. There's some trees to the left that would block it, but I still never even would notice here. Got a car behind me, blinker on, gonna go wide here so I don't mess up their vegetation, their grass. Nobody coming out, we're good, let's go. Let's see what kind of, I think they make pipes here or something. Plastic pipes, I don't know. Beautiful sun though. Kind of wish this guy wasn't parked right here on the left because I need all the room I can get. So don't do that kind of stuff. If you're going to be here overnight, or some of your appointments not till the morning, try to leave room for people that might be coming in later on, because this is tight quarters. Someone's already hit that yellow pole on the right. Let's stay as far left as we can now because we gotta get our trailer through here. Trailer. But yeah, if that guy wasn't there, I could have came even wider. And that would have been nice because I'm gonna put my tires on the left now just to get my trailer through here. Close call. About 2 feet from hitting that yellow pole. But still, we made it. Just would have been easier, you know? Oh yeah, courtesy to other people, guys. Coming around a bend, what do we got? It's got a big old pothole I'm gonna try and miss. Oh, okay, never mind. It's to our trucks are to our right here, so I'm gonna stay up here to the left so I can back in. That's what you wanna do. Use this little area they got up here to get my trailer back around, and then you can blindside back. Once again, who designed this? I don't know. But they weren't a truck driver, that's for sure. 2 pull-ups, we got it turned around. Okay, didn't hit nothing. Put a little bit of nose in the trees over there. I'm gonna put it right between these 2 trucks back here. There's 2 doors open. I got this guy coming at me. Just don't want to block anybody. So I'll try and stay off in the middle, see where this guy's gonna go. Plus my doors are closed right now, so let me just pull up for him. I don't know what he's got going on. Whoa, find a gear, there we go. All right, and the other guy, there's another box truck back there, but nobody's in it. We'll just leave it right here so that guy can get out in case he's going somewhere with the Volvo. Plus the Volvo guy has just a small container behind him, so he should be able to make a nice turning radius. Let's go, buddy. All right, checking in. Probably don't need my ID, but bring it anyways. Morning.
Hey, how you doing, bud?
Good, bud. Check it here.
Yeah, I'm going.
I'm picking up something going to Forest City. I don't know if
Yeah,
it's recycled.
press that button right
That button,
there.
yeah.
Somebody come let
Somebody
you
comes
in.
in. How you doing? Got something going to Forest City, North Carolina?
Dang, everybody's showing up at the same time. Here.
Sorry.
You can put yours in either number 2 or number 3.
Okay.
And yours, as soon as you can.
Thank you, man.
Yes, sir.
So he said they're making aerosol valves. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe just the little tops cans. I don't know, spray paint or something. But he's like, man, everyone show up at the same time. I'm like, I'm sorry. First thing in the morning, get this off the truck, get over to Forest City and look for something else. Not a bad load at all. And I thought we were gonna be maxed out at 40,000 pounds, what it says on there, but it's only like 12,000 pounds. He said, yeah, you're only getting 10 pallets. I said, okay, cool, appreciate it. Appreciate a lot of load, everyone does. A little bit of mountains. Up here, there's 3 different routes I can take. I can go straight across, adds like 10 minutes. I can go all the way back down to 85, adds like 30 minutes. Or I can go up into like Hendersonville and then over down 26. A little bit of a grade there, you get in the mountains a little bit more. And then you get a big downhill grade hitting the Jakes. Big time, which that's the fastest route, but I like lose 10 minutes going at an angle, but I'm just gonna do the angle because it takes you on 14 and 414, so not bad at all. A lot of people use that to like kind of come back down into Greenville or go to the airport area. Nice yellow F-150 with a big old cow induction hood on it. Like oh, that's like a 2010. Used to make those grills too. I made a grill for one guy one time, and I told him, hey, if you want your, because I put LEDs in them, and he wanted the LED like mounted behind the grill, but that grill is slanted pretty bad. And so I was like, yeah, if you want it to move, be adjustable, you're gonna have to put it like outside of, have a frame around it, you can move it. But he wanted it behind. And then once he gets it, he's like, hey, my LED's looking up into the, it's pointing up. I'm like, that's exactly what I told you to. And he's like, wanted me to make a whole nother one for him. I'm like, no, man, like that's the one I made for you. Like that, LED bars really didn't do much. I mean, they're bright, but you really don't want to have them on anyways. But anyways, I told him that before because I made each grill per order. So, nice looking truck. I also had a truck. Let me see if I can find a picture of it. It's on my old Instagram. It's all pinked out. I'll point it down there. There. But that was one of my biggest sponsors. She was a girl from Texas. That was really like a decked out truck. Sponsor her. I think she went to SEMA. I'm not sure what she did with that truck, but she was all about that thing. Cool, that was a fun time in my life. Maybe we'll get back to that one day with Taze. And yeah, buddy, are you good? You good, buddy? He's fine. Let's get back here, look what we got, put a strap on it. I just got out of their compound so I could, in case anybody else went in there, get further down, anybody. All right, so strap that up and yeah, let's get going on our 40 miles. Oh yeah. That's just like little, like recycled ones. This is like recycled stuff or something. They're all ground up little black beads. Like so. I don't know if you can see those tiny things. But yeah, just 10 of them. We got a whole bunch of space in the trailer. Let's get those strapped. All right. Took a ride out of there, bring you to kind of by the neighborhood market Walmart. That's where we get fuel sometimes, a little roundabout. Are you coming this way? Okay, I'll go. I'm taking the left back to the main road over here. See if this Toyota gets the memo. They did. Right, I like that roundabout. It's kind of just like, it's not raised in the middle. A lot of times there's a curve in the middle, and it's always a rounded curve usually, but still, pick a trailer on it to get around. That one's kind of just easy peasy. See if we can make the green light, hit the Jakes. Is that guy turning? No, he's going straight. See the left a little bit to keep my trailer wide. We're back on track, back on the main road. This is the same road that the firmer was on. Okay. Come this way plenty of times. When we go, this is the way we go to Gatlinburg. This is the way you go up to Asheville. This is the way you go to Knoxville. We drive the Matt's truck show. This is the way you go to get up through Knoxville and up to Kentucky. All that stuff. But I don't like taking stuff up here heavy. It's a pretty big grade. Not as bad as some other places, but it's a grade for sure. Your truck will be pumping that motor hot, and if it's summertime, you're going to see a bunch of guys with their hoods on the side of the road because they're blowing coolant lines or blowing motors. People say, oh, these trucks are made to pull 40,000, that's what they're doing. Yeah, they are, but there's a way to keep them, the longevity lasts a little longer. It's just like someone who rips their Toyota Camry and hits the gas hard every time you take off, or brakes super hard, or takes turns hard, or all that stuff. That's going to blow your CV joints a lot quicker than another person that drives it nice and the best they can. So yeah, they're made for pulling weight, but these motors get hot, and the more weight you're pulling, the hotter they're getting. So, especially up hills. That's my 2 cents on that. But other people say, I know they're made for it. I'm like, only so much, I guess what you'd say. Cool. Well, let's keep going. We're gonna take a ride up here on 414. We have the flashing yellows, which means this signal around the corner is turning red. So, but it's actually where we're turning. Is the signal. So 414. You can kind of see the mountains up there ahead of us. A little bit of cloud cover, a little cloud shelf. Oh, when the first time I ever moved here from Arizona, those like produce shop over there on the left says pit stop. T-Dubs and I stopped there. We went up to like, man, where did we go? Maggie Valley or something, just to see the mountains. Maybe Asheville, I don't know where we went, but I was like, let's stop all these little things. I was so like intrigued because we don't really have stuff like that in Arizona. Kind of like little Western stores when you're going to Vegas, but not really like, wrong gear, Justin, wrong gear. There you go, that's better gear. Little stuff like that, but that was pretty cool, like little fresh jellies and jams and stuff. All right, let's try it out. So, a little memory lane there. But all right, 414, what? 38 miles away, here we go. Let's roll. Fountain through the trees over there to the right, North Greenville University. I have never heard of this. I did not know this was here. I'm sure you guys do know this was here, but it was like a sports complex back there. It was a nice little area. I like it, I like it. All right. I don't know what the population of the school is or what, but North Greenville University. Pretty little place up here. Not too far from everything else either, just a little past Furman. Yeah, a bunch of students up there walking around. Okay. That big old sports complex, I like it. This guy in the back of this trash truck must be freezing. They are flying up that road. He just had to stop, and I was slowing down for him, but his shirt was flapping in the wind. Gotta have a big old coat on, man. All right, we got ABF coming the other way. Give him a little wave. How you doing? Keep it moving. All right. Another yellow truck, F-250 this time. Same. Oh, that's the Amarillo. I actually made a video, a grill for one of those trucks too. I put Amarillo in the front of it. It was like a special edition from Texas. All right. Little chicken over there, hanging out. What up? A couple roosters. Reminds me of Taze's house. We got about 2 miles. We're veering off to the left. What are all these people doing out here by Frosty the Snowman? I don't know. Oh, it's the fire department. I guess they're just having a little powwow. Frosty. I don't know. Beautiful up here though, but yeah, way less of a grade if you just stay out of those mountains. If you don't have to, if you got to go up to Asheville, you're gonna have to. But see over there to the left, run through those. Oh yeah. I'd rather stay down here if I don't have to. Got some hay bales. Had an old Ford with like 3 of these hay bales in the back. Had like a slant flatbed kind of thing on the back of it. A permanent one, not a rollback. Okay, we got a bunch of covered tables, a little flea market there or something. I don't know what that is. And a veterinary clinic. It's beautiful up here though. Another Sphinx right here on the right. And I wonder if Dimitri's right there is good eating. You guys let me know. You ever eaten there? Dimitri's Italian food. So, big old church up on the hill too. Straight ahead. Little one way. Clearing, looks like they're going to expand the road. Or just, yeah, I think they're expanding the road. I thought they might just be cutting up some trees to the right. Little flag man. Maybe they're putting down some fiber optic cable. I don't know. They're definitely digging some holes. Who knows? Got a lot of stickers on the back of that. Oh, that's a toolbox. Never mind. He's got his toolbox open. I thought that was just like a headache rack for his F-150. But the toolbox lid's open over there. Now it's our turn. All right. They were all grubbing on some sandwiches over there. We're slowing down. All right. Cutting up some trees, pulling them up. That's what we're doing. Shredding them up, throwing them back. That wasn't too far either. That guy just kind of escorts you through in a white F-150. Okay. Appreciate you. Let's get on our horse again, big old girl. Let's go. This is the town of Landrum, the Hare and Hound. Nice little restaurant over there. Going through this, and we're only about 2 miles away from 26. Probably looks really pretty at night. They got a bunch of lights on the sides. Oh, Landrum. The Butcher's Block. 1878, man. Trying to stay a little bit to the left because these tree branches are a little low. But this is where the trucks come through. Oh, they're putting a bunch of lights on the church. That's cool. Wells Fargo. Okay, almost, we're 1.7 miles from 26. Shoot up that, but we'll miss all the heavy grades that go up into like, what is it called, Saluda? Yeah, I'm just rambling. Almost back 26, and then we're smooth sailing the highway again. A bunch of linesmen, kind of maybe they're learning right there. I'm not sure. They're all standing there, fixing something up there in the power box, or maybe some internet. Okay, back to all that. 26 right here. Orange Bear Motors. I like all the flags on the poles too. That's awesome. It is awesome. These little Christmas lights annoy me, but I like them. I like them. Look at Bojangles. Put a big old wrapping paper on their Bojangles. Look at that. Just like Zaxby's did over there. Heck yeah. Wrap the whole place with. I wonder if that's like a big old. How'd they do that? Well, probably just a lot of. I must have cost a little pretty penny there, but hey, it looks real cool. Let's find the gear. There we go. Thrift Barn, Ingalls, and I can see 26 right there. Yes. Let's go. 26 takes you right back down to Spartanburg. Actually, takes you all the way back down towards where we go out towards Charleston too. Looks like they're building a Zaxby's right there. And we leave South Carolina, Forest City, North Carolina. Here we come. There's those mountains ahead of us. Oh man. Burn headlights with something, I forget. Unmarked police cars patrolling. Okay. Forest City and Shelby. You've been to Shelby a couple times, the Walmart distribution. A couple of houses up there on the hill. They got a pretty sunset, I bet. I bet. I haven't been to Fancy Gap forever. A lot of you guys have run that route up 77. That's a pretty run too, but that'll also push your motor for a little bit. Here we go. 74. So you're off. If you stay left there, about to push your motor. Oh, you are about to push your motor. Which I'm sure guys do it every day, all day. But for me, if I can avoid it, I will. What does that say? No tractors, no spraying. No tractors, no spraying. What kind of sign is that? No tractor and a guy spraying like pesticides. What is that? Well, you would think that the city would do that, so why would you put up signs saying, don't do that? Or maybe just don't do it right there. They're letting the guys know that do it. Don't do it right there. I don't know. I do not know. Let me know if you know. Well, hello, Forest City. What are we doing? 3 miles away. We just exited 74 and wrapped around with Buddy. And we're gonna go through like a little bit of town. There's a Walmart, Citgo, Shell, all kinds of stuff. And then we'll get on load board. It's about 11:15 right now. Get on load board, look for some other stuff. Hopefully they're not on lunch, but if they are, I understand. But it looks like a small spot, so hopefully they're just take an internal lunch or do something. I don't know. We will see though. Yeah. Oh, I think I picked up. I know I've been here before, Forest City. I think I've picked up all kinds of different stuff. I'm taking a right here. Right. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba. Green light, go. Ingles, Pizza Hut. Oh yeah. Red wheel sighting. Oh yeah. Texas plates. Forest City Police Department. Okay. And the fire and rescue. Let's try another gear. Let's try that gear. There you go. Welcome to Forest City. All right. Jesus has answered all your problems. That is true. Pray to Jesus, confide in Him, and have a grateful heart. Got a little display right there of a bunch of Christmas lights. And the First Baptist Church established in 1848. Man. Right. Should be not this yellow building, but there's like a building off in front of it. Take this right turn and go down. Looks like to it. Industrial packaging, okay. Yeah, very TV recycling. Small road, but we're gonna make it happen. Got a car coming at us. Yeah, he's gonna stay off to the side. Thank you very much. I mean, I'm putting my outside tire almost down there. Got a truck coming out. Is it a one-way all the way around this place? It looks like it. No, there's the sign that says shipping and receiving. Thank you. There's a couple trailers on that side, but let's get down here past the Volvo and the old Crete trailer. Give it what's up. Okay, it says, wait a second. All right, do I go in here? That sign says trucks over there. That might be for that building, because I don't know. I'm just gonna go back up the way this guy just came down. If I didn't see that guy come down here, I might have thought differently, but I just watched him come down here, so I'm gonna go back up here. Yeah, that's the way to do it, because doors are right here, and doors are up there. Just gotta figure out which one they're gonna take it as. Is that receiving? No. Oh, boom, boom. Is this one receiving? We'll just stay right here and see what we got. Bump it, lots of dirt, but we can go up there and come back here. All right, big old girl, thanks for getting us here. For after hours assistance, stop. All right, backpack in there. Those are all the boxes we got right there too. I just rang this little bell, and they're probably at lunch, I don't know. Yeah, they gotta be at lunch. But I can tell the only one that's gonna be unloaded is this first one because it has that metal ramp. So I'm just gonna back into there, get ready for them because they must be going to lunch at 11:30 or something. Heck yeah. Cause yeah, this, and it makes it the easiest, and you can also see all the tire tracks. That's the one they're gonna unload you at. So let's get in there. Yeah. It wasn't too bad of a lunch on the fit. Just came back and they're dumping off a red dumpster.
Okay.
Just need to drop it off. There's 10 of them in there.
Nickel City,
They are double timing now. So when I got here, they thought that I was, I guess, picking up. But they didn't see that my truck was already like had 10 pallets in there. So once I made them notice that, they're like, "Oh crap," because they're like, "What's your pickup number?" I'm like, "Don't have a pickup number. I'm delivering." Now we're double timing. Oh yeah. Well, that was funny. We sat there. They were just talking to me, like, look at my paperwork. Didn't really look at my truck. But they did open the door, and they were like, usually when we get these, they're all the way to the back, so it was our bag, because they were asking me for like a pickup number. They thought I was picking up stuff. I'm like, no, I'm delivering. I told them that in the beginning, but they must have not heard me. Once they realized I had stuff in my trailer, they're like, oh man, we're so sorry. They asked me for a pickup number. They went to a whole different front office. I talked to other people, and they were like, we have to make a copy of this. I'm like, no. Okay, whatever you guys are talking about. And then once I realized they didn't understand that I was delivering, I was like, look, there's 10 pallets in there. Like, oh, we're so sorry. So they started getting it really quick. I'm like, all right, at least we got it done. And I was talking to my broker buddy and saying to him, hey, you got a 5-digit PO number? And he was like, what are you talking about? I'm like, that's what I'm saying, man. And then they finally realized I was getting delivery, so we're good. But that was, I thought I was crazy for a second. I'm like, what these people are talking about? Nice people though, really nice people. All right, we're done with that one. Let's look for something else. Let's get out of here, because this guy is waiting to get in here now too. Well, we are out of the way. I'm just waiting to see if we're gonna get a load from this area, but there was these loads, Forest City. I was like, oh great, right where I'm at, but then they're like fishing. They're trying to get cities around. I don't know where it's actually picking up at, but I've worked with Magellan before, but I called and stayed on hold for 7 minutes, no response. So I think that there's smaller brokerages and they all go to lunch at the same time or something. No one minds the phones because it's about lunchtime now for everybody on the East Coast. So no response there, no call, no. There was no email. Email them was just call only. So, but I was like, man, if it's right here, the Shelby's right here in Forest City, I'm in it. But then I started realizing a bunch of other companies are listing that same load, and even Pepsi is. So it's probably Pepsi's load, unless Pepsi's starting to jump out in the spot market and do their own little stuff too, or try to push it. But like 3 other brokers are pushing it too. So, and it's Hendersonville, so that's south. That's where we kind of picked this up at, just right below where we picked this up at, just up the grade. So I don't know. I emailed 2 of those other brokers. 2 of them have a good credit score. One of them I've never worked with, but had a good credit score. So we'll see. Pepsi, then again, was the inspections thing, kind of like the other guys from Florida who are good old what is it, corporate freight, corporate something. No, it's funny, this the difference in brokerages. Like the one I just ran today, C.H. Robinson, biggest brokerage out there, awesome, start to finish. Besides that little hiccup there, where I don't know what they were. They just didn't look at my trailer. I had probably a light in there or something. I was like, what are we doing here? We're not unloading my truck, or are you getting a pickup order? So fun to figure that out. But other than that was a smooth sailing load right there. That still was smooth. It was just a little mishap at the end where I figured out. But I'm kind of right here in front of 74 where I can go that way or that way. That way is back 26. That way there was like a load coming out of Morganton, which is right above us. We're kind of between Morganton and home, right here. And I would have to go up there about an hour. It's like 35 miles. And there was a paper roll load going back to Spartanburg, like just straight through. But they offered it at 400. I said I could do it like 550, and no response. So, but we'll see if that one comes back too. But that would have been a straight through. She said it was a girl said straight through, or you can deliver tomorrow. I would have tried to get straight through, get up there, get loaded, and get there before they close. But we'll see. But that West Palm one looks like everybody's trying to move that, so there might be some money on that one. When there's a bunch of brokers trying to push it, the original customers probably were willing to pay on it. So keep sticking to your guns, and I'm offering $27.50 on that one. Go to West Palm if it's right here, or Hendersonville. And the original people, Magellan listed at 12,000 pounds, which I believe is probably the right weight. But all these other guys are listed at 44 or 41. So when you see it like maxed out at 45, 44, usually it means they don't really know the weight. So they're just trying to not get in trouble and underquote you. So yeah, we'll see. But we're gonna wait here after. Kind of wait till 1 o'clock on the East Coast time, because then people start coming back in the office on these smaller brokerages, and they start responding to you, calling you, or answering phone calls and emailing you. So we'll wait for that. Me and Buddy be waiting before we just waste fuel and start heading back towards Spartanburg and Greer, which probably I'll do that after about a half an hour of waiting, because a lot less stuff up here than there is by the inland port where I live. All right. Look at that old Wagoneer. Oh yeah, with the wood on the side. Love it. That lady came back and we got the 550 back to Spartanburg. So I said, all right. So they're putting it at 400. So she said, you have another driver? I need one more of these today. I'm like, no, just me. Just me. One truck to one trailer. But I'm going right past where I just was. I came down like 2 miles. And we're going up 30 miles to pick up this nut and just come right back down to Spartanburg. So very grateful for a little, $1,050 day. Man, I can't complain. And she said it can't straight through because they close at 3:30, so I'd be really close and have to like load me right away. And then I'd have to be boogieing. We're going left here. But yeah, grateful. That makes, so she got me an appointment first thing in the morning. So perfect. Plus that makes me have Friday to be able to get that load. Maybe that load will be up again tomorrow, because that load was a Hendersonville load, the one that all those 4 different brokers were listing. And I actually got there to somebody at Pepsi, and you can see right here, they would have took it for 28. But by the time it is right now, if I got there right at the cutoff was 3 o'clock, it's only like 50 minutes from me to where it was picking up. Would have been like 2:30 if I hustled, no traffic. But then you're sitting at 3 o'clock getting loaded by, if you're best lucky, 4:30 or 5, and has to deliver at 11 a.m. in West Palm. Your clock's not going to make that happen. That's 700 miles, over 700 miles. You'd have to run some nefarious clock to do that, which is frowned upon big time by DOT and your numbers and your insurance and everybody else. So if you don't know what I mean, you only have 11 hours a day to drive. You can't make that happen. I mean, you could be booking it 80 miles an hour maybe and dodge the speeding tickets. But yeah, it's just not wise for brakes. And you have 14 hours total time. I'm already running my clock now. I'd have to reset. It just wouldn't happen. I mean, maybe, but yeah. All right, we're going right here. This is pretty much right where we just were. We just passed the police department right here. All right, but yeah, let's go pick this one out. This is a much safer load for everything else involved, and we'll get some good money out of it, and be back home, and then we'll look for Friday. But there was, so one guy was telling me 2,333, and I said, hey man, there's 2 other brokers that are listing it like at 25 and 26. And he's like, did you book it? I'm like, so I didn't respond to that. I was just like, no. And then I finally saw the Pepsi put it up again, and normally Pepsi tells me I don't have enough inspections, but today they asked me for my MC number, and they said, okay, what do you want for it? And I said 28 would be it, and then he came back and said, okay, where are you empty? So he was willing to take 28, but I just said, hey, I don't want to be rushed like this. Plus I had this one, I was waiting to see if I was going to get the rate confirmation for this one. And in that meantime, I got the rate confirmation, so I was like, yeah. Just told him, man, it's not going to work for my clock, man. I can't run up there, get loaded, and make it all the way down to West Palm. But 28 would have been nice for that. But if that one's up tomorrow, I will head up to Hendersonville to go get it, you know? And then probably be a Monday delivery. Maybe see if T-Dubs wants to go with me. Maybe see if Gigi wants to watch the kids. I don't know. Take T-Dubs to Cocoa Beach for a day. I don't know. Get some warm weather, because it is cold still. Well, it's 48 here. It's not that cold today, but it's supposed to be a high of 50 today. I'm rambling, and I have deja vu because I feel like we were just here looking at the horse and carriage and Model Ts and all that stuff. Because we were. Cool, let's go get this. So as we sit right here, we're 29 miles from the next place, so that's not a bad day. Going up, getting one, taking it 30 or 40 miles, and then grabbing another one 30 miles away or 29 miles away, and shooting back to the house. I don't mind that. If we did that every day, we'd be fine. $1,000 a day for under 100 miles, man, that'd be nice. But it's not always like that. So take it while you can and save it while you can. Save your money, spend it wisely, keep your credit good. All that junk, mumbo jumbo. I wish I had T-Dub's credit score. T-Dubs has like an 800, because she all like with the last thing we financed, I think, was that white golf cart, and paid that off. Everything is paid off. Her car is paid off. So her loans look really good. But I don't want to get into another loan on like an Escalade yet. I really don't want to sell her Escalade. I can't have 2 of them. We can't just have 2. We have 50 more cars in the driveway, so we'd have to get rid of her Escalade, and I've put so much work into that thing. New transmission, all the new screens, all the touch screens, the new struts, everything I've done to that thing. The new air conditioning in the rear, It's top notch right now, and she just got two new front tires too. Well, actually, they just got there. She's gonna get them put on tomorrow. But that's why I took my monster truck, because she's gonna just in case she needed to go somewhere. I wanted her to have the minivan as a backup. All that mumbo jumbo. But anyways, yeah, that'll probably be the next thing we purchase. I had one on the line for what, 43,000. Nice ESV Platinum, black interior. She loves the black interior. But she said she'd be okay with the peanut butter or the cream, because the boys are getting a little bit older. But either way, I'm rambling. It's gonna be a long video. Look at that Dodge Intrepid. Yeah, that was the car back in the day. Oh man, okay, Wagoneer, Dodge Intrepid, closing on that, and we will head up to this place. It's paper, like a lot of, what's it called? Congregated, they call it? Like, cardboard, what I call it. But that's what we're getting again, so it's probably already pre-formed into boxes, and it's going down to somewhere that's shipping something and need the boxes. That's the same thing we brought back to Greenville yesterday, was just pre-formed boxes for the Cardinal Health place. Davis Donut House. Man, I want to stop. What in the world? Donut House. Oh man, not right now. Maybe on the way back. Once we get loaded, we'll get some food. Because I've been chewing on beef jerky lately. No peanuts this morning, but beef jerky and some water bottles, some Diet Coke. Diet Coke. That guy flexing that F-150 on the little hill over there. Yeah. All right, enough rambling. Let's get up here. Shot up here to 64, and then we're going to kind of cut over at an angle up to 40. Because there's two routes we can take, but they're both about the same. Yellow light. That guy's going to always wait for me. Okay. Mount Vernon Cupboard. Okay. Got this guy coming pretty fast, so we'll let him roll. Little Ozark. Right, Ozark. Little dickhead. And I heard something, I think it was CRST. I heard they're shutting down all their over-the-road stuff. Just local now. Kind of crazy. That was a big company for OTR. But they weren't like great, I don't think, but I think they were decent, middle of the line, maybe the lower. Yeah, oh man, it's just a crazy world out there, but at least they're getting rid of those CDL schools that are just giving CDLs out, because it makes it a little bit safer out here. Along with other stuff they're doing. Let's go chase Ozark and get over here. We got 17 miles. There's a big, whoa. Slow down, Justin. Big old wood processing plant right there, but I don't know. I've never been there, of course. That's cool. They have like a little ladder system there so you can get on top. Right. Amen. 45 miles an hour on this thing. I'm going about 40, so slow it down. But that guy just been blind turn, you can't really see, so I don't blame him. Have your foot on the brake and don't be speeding. That's 55, okay. Up here in the little foothills now, nice little pond down there. Bunch of cattle to our left. Oh yeah. 3 miles. Morganton, North Carolina. Corner store with the logging truck, yep. He's empty. He made his drop back there at the mill, getting some food or something. Looks like he's actually getting diesel at the pump center. I think he is. All right. Kind of a harsh turn to the left here. We got a bunch of people coming from the right, but this is where we're going. Oh yeah, we got to stay back here so we can see to the left. I like those Lexuses right there. I really like that body style. I think that's the, I don't know if it's the LX or what it is. All right, clear to the left after the red truck. Uh-oh, great car. Yeah, that's a nice looking car. I mean, it's a little mid-size, but more medium size. That's a pretty looking car. Nice wheels on it. All right, let's make this left. I showed it to T-Dubs too, and she said, I drive that. I'm like, yeah. But she loves her Escalade. It's like her car choice or something. Let me have all the cars I want if she has her Escalade. I'm like, all right. Well, up here to the right. Go over the 40 real quick. I don't know what that guy's doing. He's walking down. There's another truck. Maybe he dropped something down there. Maybe there's another truck underneath the overpass. Well, his truck looks like it's parked over there on the, it's a 150. Okay, so we take this little frontage road. His truck's parked over there on the off-ramp. Nice Peterbilt with a hopper. What he's doing down there? He must have dropped something. Yeah, he walked down and picked something up. I don't know, engagement ring or something? Who knows? Who knows? Wrong gear. Let's go for another one. A little higher gear. There you go. Back. Got some pineapple entry pieces on the post right there. Okay. Where's that? It's right up there to the right. That's where we're going. That's the 40 right there. The 40. It goes all the way across America. Let's see what we got. There was a Hennef Manufacturing and there was a Matrix Bottling. American Roller Bearings. That's not where we're going. There we go. Sustainable Corrugated. Okay. Appointments only. Roll stock deliveries. Oh, that's deliveries. All right. Sustainable Corrugated. Let's keep going straight. When you guys asked about trailers, like how old can they be or what condition or what you need? Need that composite sides, no transparent roofs, aluminum roof. And then also, all right, so he's delivering paper. Oh, he's got an engine problem maybe, or he's just waiting, I don't know. I'm gonna stay back here behind him though. Any driver displaying aggressive behavior will not be loaded or unloaded. Whoa, I mean, we've had some bad times here, I guess. No overnight parking on property, all right. These guys are all getting unloaded, I'm getting loaded. But still, I'm gonna sit back here and walk up there. Never like to just go past people and then they're like, what the heck you doing? Like, I'm getting loaded, man, not unloaded with paper rolls. The guy back there at the Classic had a Detroit in there. Maybe he's just letting it cool down or checking on something. It says receiving, so I'm just gonna ask them where shipping is. Saw a little mouse run across the road. Let's go this way. A lot of paper in here. Oh man, oh man. Well, I don't know. Nobody talked to me. That lady walked right by me, but she had like headphones on, so like ear things on. So I'm gonna walk over there. Maybe shipping's over there. I don't know. It's probably where that guy came from. I don't know where I'm at. Okay, nice. Finally got like the attention of one of the forklift drivers who were extremely busy, grabbing all those paper rolls. And he said, yeah, just loop around this right here, where all these trucks are. Go back to the whole other side of the building. And I was like, okay, because there was like a different company for the other side of the building, but maybe, I don't know. But either way, I'm not gonna be pissing these guys off, hopefully. Coming through here, but I'm picking up, not dropping off. All right. That poor Classic's hood, a little bit off centered there. Man, oh man. Got some lights on it though, put little extra lights. All right. Let's go to the other side of the plant. So yeah, just missed it by a little bit. So that must be, I thought that was a different company though, so I don't know. My bad. I just came where all the trucks were. If you were paying attention, Justin, you'd see that little shipping sign way over there on the next to the awning. Nah, wasn't looking at that, just followed the other trucks. My bad. So there's only one door open way over here on the side, so I'm imagining that that's gonna be my door. Which makes it the easiest to back into also because you just pull around a little circle and go straight back. All right, we gotta make sure your trailer's extremely clean for these ones, so go back there. We just got a couple pieces of wood back there and blow it out. Blow all the dust out. But yeah, she was like extremely strict shipper. I'm like, okay, well, this is one of those when you said like how old new does my trailer have to be? It has to be, but some guys asked like what kind of trailer you need. 10 years or newer is what they're looking for. How many times they actually come out and check my VIN number? 0. How many times did they actually like asked you if your trailer's newer? Probably a handful. 3 or 4 times in 8 years, 7 years. So yeah, just have your nice clean condition trailer. I'm trying to buy one that's like, mine's a 2015, so mine is 10 years, but next year it won't be. But still, it's in great condition. Just make sure you have no holes in your floor, nothing like that, you know. All right, we will stay here and ask them if they want us in this door, first of all, which I kind of imagine they do. Scan BOL barcode. Okay, let's try that. And now we take a little walk to the front office because there's no barcode on my paperwork at all. Man, it's a lot warmer in here than outside. It's steaming. But yeah, no barcode, so we gotta walk in here. Question, I have a pickup at the wall, so I'm a little bit on the What in the world is going on with the world today, guys? So I got out that door. Obviously didn't have a barcode because, come to find out, I wish brokers would relay this information to you. I come here, he's like, I can't tell you how many drivers walk all the way from receiving all the way down like I was doing, and then to keep coming to that office. And I'm like, yeah. Maybe the shipping sign would be a little bigger, or maybe there'd be a sign out there that said shipping, but we don't even need to be at shipping. Now we gotta go back in line for receiving, because if the broker would have told us this load was the load that was delivered by accident instead of somebody delivered the wrong thing or something. So we gotta go back down there and get 6 rolls, take them back to Spartanburg. It would be great information if we knew that before we got here, or that we're going to receiving, not shipping. But hey, you got to be a little bit on your feet. You got to be a problem solver out here. Said that since the beginning, because everybody's on a different page in this industry. Like, that guy had no idea what I was talking about, or he was sending like some other lady from accounting to come talk to me. And then I get the email a broker. She said, hold tight. She gave me some other lady's name, and that lady's name was Crystal, and he said she's off today. I was like, okay, just figure this out. I showed him what like the manifest. She gave me like what was delivered wrong. It's like, okay, go to receiving, and they'll be able to find those and put it back on your truck. Like, okay, let's get it done. Well, there's our door now, so we had to wait. Luckily, there was nobody else that came over here. Nobody else was in line. The Red Classic just pulled in there, and that guy just pulled out. I don't know why they put those giant, well, I guess because it drops off right there, so you're gonna have to go in the, between them, but with the loop, so you can go around that way. The last guy, the Swift guy, just like pulled straight out to the right and almost hit my truck, so I pulled up for him because he didn't have the angle. If you go that way to the right, you don't have the angle to make it out, so. Either way, let's get it next to the Classic, not hit his bumper again, and get these 6 rolls that were supposed to be not delivered here, I guess. not gonna work here anymore. What movie's that from, huh? Oh yeah. So we got a tight squeeze though, because they so nicely put a wall next to the Classic. Oh yeah. Now we're in the door, and now we wait. So on top of everything else, they didn't have a BOL, of course, because it's a return. So I took it upon myself to email the broker and said, hey, can you produce me a DOL? Then I walked all the way back to that office from way down there and said, hey, can you print this for me? And I airdropped to his phone. And if you have an Apple phone, guys, if you touch the 2 tops of the phones together, it does a really cool like little meow. And that airdrops. He's never seen that before. He's like, whoa, what'd you just do to my phone? I'm like, that's airdrop. We use the restroom, and yeah, now we have paperwork at least. For weight distribution, he asked me, do I want 3 in the front and 3 over my axles? I said, yes, over my tandems. That'll make it a lot better. So we put a strap up there to stop it from maybe going forward. Nicely done. Got some guys out here doing some trash pickup, which is awesome. Right there to the right, that's where we just were. Another truck getting in there. Grateful just to get out of there, but the amount of work we had to do to coordinate it all was ridiculous. But hey, we got it done. Okay, let's get on that 40, we get something to eat, and then we'll close this video, guys. We're gonna hit traffic no matter what we do. That's a pretty shot of those mountains ahead of us. I like it. I don't know if that's gonna be the last time we see them, because we're going down. We're exiting about 8 miles. It's only a 62-mile run. I'll take it for the money, but man, that was a little bit, not nerve-wracking, just like the run around. I was like, man, well, who knows what the heck's going on? Anybody. Finally, we got done, but whatever, we got it. Pretty mountains. I'm hungry. Exit 221, or not exit 221, exit 85, highway 221. He's popping the hood to get a little warm. I don't know. We're within 50 miles now of the drop, so yeah, not a bad one. Not a bad day, just little hiccups in the middle. It's okay. It's okay. Let's find somewhere to eat, but we probably won't get there till get further down here because I haven't been on 221 in a while, but there's not much on it to stop, especially for a big rig. So got some cars coming from my right. Beautiful little snowflakes everywhere. We're about 5 miles from 85. Not really anywhere to stop and get food. I mean, little pizza house right there, but I can't park anywhere there. Coming through, I don't even know what town this is. What is this, Chesney? I don't know. Does it say on the map? Yeah, Chesney. There you go. What's that place? A little restaurant, Hot Cocoa, Catfish Catch of the Day. I mean, maybe across the street. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep going. Don't want to block half this little town. So yeah, once we get up here, we'll close this thing out for today, and we will live to fight another day. Live to fight another day. For tomorrow, what does that say? Cheese? Oh, Chesney Hub. I thought it said cheeseburger or something. Okay, cheese, Chesney Hub, convenience and tobacco. All right. Long video today, but hey, we got a lot done. Christmas, pretty Christmas tree lights over there on the right. There's a little lake right here. Well, not too lake. It's kind of like a funnel off of a bigger lake, but a little channel. Lots of lake houses lit up with their Christmas lights. Looks awesome. 46 degrees out here. But yeah, there's the water to our right. I love them. I love some water. You know me. And now we are 3 miles from 85. That's cool over there. Left, got a Christmas tree with like the whole path to the dock is lit up. That is cool. That's cool. All right, 85, home sweet home. Well then, guys, on the highway just now, I heard a little tink, so I hit something on the freeway. I didn't see it. Took out our drive tire. Man, we're lucky that was, it's not even all the way flat yet, but it's going, so. Dang it, we're gonna need a new 24, and that was a good tire too. It had lots of tread. All right, that's trucking. And on that note, see you and Buddy on the next one. God bless you guys. Wish me luck out here.